Today, we're diving deep into cognitive biases and how they relate to narcissistic abuse. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a critical aspect of narcissistic abuse that often goes unnoticed: cognitive biases. We'll explore how these distorted thinking patterns contribute to the perpetuation of abusive dynamics and offer practical tips on how to counteract them. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Narcissistic abuse can leave lasting emotional scars, and one of the factors that keeps victims trapped in these toxic relationships is cognitive biases. But what exactly are cognitive biases, and how do they fit into the picture of narcissistic abuse? Let's break it down. These biases can significantly impact how we perceive and react to the world around us, especially in abusive relationships. Here are some common cognitive biases that often come into play in the context of narcissistic abuse. First up is confirmation bias. This is when we seek out or interpret information in a way that confirms our pre-existing beliefs. In a narcissistic relationship, victims might ignore red flags or downplay abusive behavior because it contradicts their desire to believe that their partner is loving and caring. For example, if you believe that your partner genuinely loves you, you might overlook their manipulative behaviors or dismiss them as isolated incidents. This bias can make it incredibly difficult to recognize and acknowledge the abuse. Next is cognitive dissonance. This occurs when there is a conflict between our beliefs and our actions, causing discomfort. In abusive relationships, this dissonance can arise when the victim's experience of abuse conflicts with their belief that the abuser is a good person. To resolve this discomfort, victims might rationalize the abuser's behavior or blame themselves. This can lead to a cycle of self-blame and justification for the abuser's actions, making it harder to break free from the relationship. Another bias is self-serving bias, where individuals attribute positive events to their own actions but blame external factors for negative events. In the context of narcissistic abuse, victims might attribute any positive moments in the relationship to their own efforts while blaming themselves for the negative aspects. This bias can reinforce the victim's belief that they are at fault for the abuse, further trapping them in a cycle of self-blame and guilt. Finally, let's talk about the halo effect. This is when our overall impression of a person influences how we feel and think about their character. In relationships with narcissists, the initial positive impression or idealization can overshadow subsequent abusive behaviors. For instance, if a narcissist initially appears charming and attentive, this positive impression can make it difficult to accept or acknowledge their later abusive behavior. The halo effect makes it challenging to see the person's true nature as their flaws become more apparent. So how can you combat these cognitive biases and protect yourself from the impact of narcissistic abuse? Here are a few strategies. First, increase your self-awareness. Recognize and acknowledge your biases. Understanding how cognitive biases work can help you critically evaluate your thoughts and beliefs. Keeping a journal can be particularly helpful. Write down your thoughts and feelings and review them regularly to identify any patterns or biases that might be influencing your perception. Second, seek validation from trusted friends, family, or professionals. They can offer an objective perspective and help you see things more clearly. Third, consider professional help. Therapists and counselors can provide support in overcoming cognitive biases and navigating the complexities of narcissistic abuse. Therapy can be instrumental in breaking the cycle of abuse and developing healthier thinking patterns. Finally, don't hesitate to seek resources and support groups dedicated to narcissistic abuse. Connecting with others who have had similar experiences can provide both comfort and insight. Thank you for joining me today as we explored the role of cognitive biases in narcissistic abuse. Understanding these biases can be a crucial step toward breaking free from toxic relationships and fostering healthier thinking patterns. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from it. Remember to subscribe for more content on mental health and personal growth. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time, take care and stay strong.